Alrighty, Roo, and Cuckoo could you to you, and all my nobody's not watching out there. Let's see where this goes. Oh, it's back to him. Keep in mind, Mr. Payne. Oh, that just makes me think of Max Payne, and he's like got that face, the Max Payne face. Our man's people will still barely tolerate us, and the situation is volatile. The other factions within that, sorry excuse for a sec, might still try to escalate the God, you are just the worst. Like, having played the first one, you just suck so bad. I will do my best to solve this situation as fast as possible. Kadir, you really should... I know that's who you are and you're gonna do your thing, but... Bruh, like, don't. See, he's just goading you on, sort of trying to kick you in that direction and just hope you go off and get yourself killed and then be like, oh my god, now we have to have a war. And that war ended up with the prince dying, and now I should take over with these new people that I like. Coup d'etat. Kadir is momentarily taken back by Arturo's question. I volunteer to coordinate the case with the Anarchs, of course. Of course you do. And you fell into his trap card. I refuse. You have more important duties to focus on. You know what? I'm not a big fan of you, Panhard, but thank you, because I like Kadir. Once more, Kadir is stunned. He's like, I thought you would want me to. It's like, no, you're falling into the trap card, and I'm not having it. I don't trust this Arturo fuck. He says, oh no, we're all safe, everything is fine, we're safe, we are safe. Of course things could still just explode at any time, but we are safe, maybe we should do something. But we are safe, except for maybe, you know, what are you gonna do? Like, dude, fuck your bouncing back and forth across the fence, you asshole. Oh, Kadir just... If I could get one thing from this game, it wouldn't be that I have some sort of positive outcome, multiple... Like, I don't know if it has multiple outcomes. I think I might have looked at it, and I think I was like, I want to not remember. There may be only one. I know the last one only had like 3 or 4 max, and they were all pretty much the same and all kind of sucked. It wasn't like a lot. This one I think has more, but honestly, if Kadir just kills that guy, I'll be happy. That's it. That's all I want. I don't really care what happens to my character. She doesn't seem to care either. I would be also okay if Samira killed him. Really anyone. It'd be nice if Samira and Kadir killed him at the same time together, because I kind of shipped them, and then they like... I don't want them to take over, but maybe. It's better than Panhard. That's my... I don't know how this goes. I've avoided spoilers, but... That's the ideal circumstance, but as long as that guy dies, I'm good. I just prefer if Kadir or Samir killed him, but Kadir I have more attachment to, so... And just, like, he didn't just kill him and then has to face bad consequences. Like, it's like, oh no, you did the right thing. And it works. All due respect, Prince, but if you don't consider me capable of tackling this issue and attending to my usual duties at the same time, I think you gravely underestimate me. It's like, I think you underestimate the fucking con artist shit that's happening to you right now. Your penchant, or penchant, for working... That's probably not how you say it in French. Penchant, no. Your penchant for working yourself to the bone is well known and appreciated by everyone in this room, Sheriff. But so is your perfectionism. If we do grant your wish and let you investigate while still fulfilling your routine obligations, can you guarantee you're going to give both these tasks your best? He'll give him his best, but the reality is giving his best to 2 tasks is not necessarily the same as... His best to these 2 tasks is going to be less good than not his best to the 1 tasks he's used to doing all the time. That's just the reality, given his you know, because who knows what this other new task will require of him. Maybe he wants to push himself, but he already does doing this thing. He has complained about not having enough time and all that shit, so I can guarantee something very close to my best. See, that's him being honest, but is that it? No. Is that what I asked for? Can you give your best to both? It's like, no. Meaning, what's more important to me? You doing your job at full capacity, or you doing your job at 92%, 85% capacity, and this other thing also a lot. Maybe not that same degree, but let's say that you give them both 90% capacity somehow of what your best is. The reality is simple. You still have... Trying to be in 2 places is not easy. Better for you to do less work and do your actual real job better than to try to take care of these 2 things at the same time, dude. Also, this other guy's trying to play you. Oh, wow, and so he's trying to do that. Close to your best doesn't cut it. Not when your vultures are out in force. Callahan's destruction is sure to cause unrest among the Anarchs, and there's such an obvious outlet for their pent-up rage. That's just trying to stoke his fires. I want to make this perfectly clear. The celebration will continue as planned, no matter what. This is why your presence here is absolutely necessary, Sheriff. We rely on your constant protection. So this seems more like a, yet no, I want to have my party and I need you here. Of course, my prince. We must be on constant vigil for a few days. His sword must be constantly pointed at the enemies surrounding us. Everything. If I was my old character, I'd be like, hey, Kadir, I'm willing to take my 3rd strike real quick. You know, just in private. He's like, why are you telling me this? It's like, so you'll let me do something that you can't do and don't want to? Well, you want to, but won't. Just let me I'll go down for this. I don't care. Like, if you cut me down, you cut me down. I can't prove all this, but this guy's a fucking... He's a fucking piece of shit. The timing of the Baron's destruction is impeccable. The Anarch leaders are sure to point at us and claim we're shamelessly celebrating his end. Does anyone else believe this is just a coincidence? Murders are messy, almost as messy as politics. It's impossible to reliably predict the outcome of any violent action. It would be wise for us to brace for a lot of unfortunate coincidences. That sounds like something somebody who murdered somebody would say. Like, I mean, wow, you're like the assassin clan of the vampires. You just happen to come back for some reason recently. All of a sudden this guy is dead and it happens to be around a thing, and now you're saying that. Do I think you're guilty? No, I think you're a red herring. But I do feel like that is, you're trying to, your character would say that, not because, either if you had killed them you would have said that, and if you didn't you would still say that, which doesn't help. And you're just like, look, coincidences do happen and they can be unfortunate. Or maybe you know who killed them and you're just like, look, I'm gonna try to make this all be okay. In any case, the rabble can't get the impression that their power struggles are of great concern to us. But they also can't think we have something to hide, which brings me to my point. Oh really? You're what? This is like, motherfucker had a goddamn PowerPoint presentation, you might as well, you know. You've made like 4 points already, sir. We do need a symbolic gesture, one of displaying expertly measured intensity. My best bet is a humble diplomatic envoy, a low-level official acting as an investigator of sorts. Who better than this fucking the Sombra fuck, who no one really cares about too much, and has been doing a pencil pusher's job. They do a good job. Maybe they stop having, maybe we give them an office instead of them meeting people at the Big Beat Burger or whatever. You know, no one's gonna think ill of the La Sombra except for almost everybody, except for maybe the Banu Hakim. They're diplomatic. They can investigate because they were investigative journalists. It's almost too convenient. Almost like you must know a La Sombra who chose to do the thing, but I kind of forgot who actually, like, I don't remember if I know the kindred who made me or if I ever actually got to see them, but they had to be a La Sombra for me to be part of the clan. I implore you, Prince. Kadir. He bites his tongue and struggles to collect himself. I rarely see him lose his temper. At least where the Camarilla is involved. What's going on? What's going on is he's taking the bait and he wants to do the fight. He wants to do both. And at this point I'm worried that, I was thinking originally it was, you know, Thomas Arturo is being the dickhole and he's like trying to like do a coup d'etat. That still seems like the most likely thing. That's why she doesn't want Kadir to go anywhere. She's not trying to protect Kadir. She's trying to protect herself. She may or may not know about Thomas, but sees this bullshit for what it is. Damn, there's a lot of Toreadors, because I'm pretty sure he's a Toreador. Thomas is. I know Kadir is a Toreador. I know Panhard is a Toreador. Huh. It's just like, but throwing me out there seems like a backup thing because Kadir will try to help me. I don't know. Like, oh, well, this is my backup plan. Plan B or C. Sooner or later, I will get you separated from Panhard, and then I'll do that. He's already betrayed. I mean, in the last game, he betrayed at least like 2 or 3 people. Most of whom died. So, myself, I think, included. I don't remember. I wonder about your suggestion for this role. After all, it's not particularly prestigious, but carries a lot of responsibility. We're talking about a Camarilla representative. And everybody's just sort of like edging towards me, sort of pushing me forwards, like, you're a Campo, you happen to be in this circle, and you're a representative, and we don't care if you die. Just do that, but am I though? Like, am I a Camarilla representative? Oh, I think there's a very obvious candidate. You don't say. You want to be hide from that 70s show after all of his scandal bullshit, Riddler, wannabe Phantom of the Opera, punk ass, two-faced, non-hero, duplicitous, manipulative, conniving piece of shit. Do you think? Let me guess. No short straws. Shit rolls downhill. The newbie. The outsider. If he fucking says the Bono Hakeem, I'd be like, oh wow, okay, cool. But he's not gonna. Both he and Kadir look at me simultaneously. Everyone else in the room does too. Like I said, everybody just sort of... Not it. Also, you can't raise your hand. It's like, to say not it, you just have to accept it. Like, oh, well that's fun. Now wait just a gosh darn second there, hombre. You can't possibly... How dumb are you? You're an investigative journalist? How have you made it this far if you didn't see this coming? Miss Julia, once again, your full name eludes me at the moment. Motherfucker, you know who the fuck I am. You know all about me. I want to slap him in his stupid face. Am I allowed to speak? Or maybe I should wait for permission before I make up my mind. The sheriff sighs deeply and speaks up. Sawinski. He's gonna be like, oh yes, Sawinski. I think I recall reading some articles about this old place that... Weren't you a journalist? An investigative journalist? Doesn't that make you perfect for this? Plus you're La Sombra. You know, you won't be seen on cameras, the whole shadow thing. It'd be very difficult to... You're good... If you need... Makes sense, right? Miss Julia Sawinski, I think I understand you used to be an investigative journalist before your embrace. Yeah, wow. That was a long time ago. It's been like a year, 6 months, something like that. And what about it? Oh yeah? What about it? Among others, the Banu Hakim Primogen insisted that you are worthy of greater privileges and given the chance of her to say, I don't think Samira is against me. I think she's for me. I think he's twisting things in his favor and knew that this would happen. Because he's just the master of cards or whatever. Samira measures are thorough with suspicion. Thank you! Samira, if I die, please just keep me alive long enough so that I could see his decapitated head be like, well, I guess I bit off more than I could chew. Then hit him in the head and be like, but I'm Tisk. Sorry you're dying, but at least I took him with you. Yes. Do you still think she's capable? See, everything is measured. Just baking a fucking cake. The cake is a lie. She looks me deep in the eye. She's like, my guy, there is no right answer here. Either I say that you don't deserve my respect and aren't capable, or I'd possibly send you to your death. But I might be able to help you. You shouldn't be where you are, and now people are using things against me, and that sucks. I swear she's telepathically trying to tell me, please, please, please don't fuck this up, you dumbass little white girl. I don't think that's what she's saying, but maybe. I don't think the Banu... I think they do have Auspex. have Quietus, which is their assassin stuff. What else do they have? I think they have Auspex and Celerity. I think. Of course. Good. And I'm sure that you have no problem with your protege embarking on the mission, save for the pain of a mother feels when watching the child leave the nest. Please, game, all I ask is that you let me kill this guy. I don't care what it costs me. I'm afraid, like, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, no, there's multiple endings this time. You can totally kill him at great cost to you and reputation and others. It's like, damn it. I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Fuck this guy. Whether I do or don't is not particularly important right now, is it? It absolutely is. Panhard's backing of Arturo momentarily blindsides him. Prince Panhard, if Arturo's plan is reckless, I want you to tell me. I need a simple yes or no answer. Is the girl capable? It's like... Now, it seems very logical from the prince's point of view to be like, look, if need be, can I sacrifice your pawn? I know this is a trap, but you know what? I don't want to fall into his trap card by letting you fall into his trap card. He'll come for me if I need you around me. I'm not, like, super fond of her. She's not important. You, though. Trust you. You're good at what you do. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, and damn yeah he is. But I am somewhat biased about my own survival. But if I can take him out with me, it might be worth it. I don't know. But that is also me just lingering resentment from the last game. Although this one's significantly better in a lot of ways. Although it seems like they took the budget from the people who made the backgrounds that could have meaning and value if you sat there and analyzed them, or maybe just the Toreador could do that. I don't know. I don't remember if that's actually the reality. I think I tried to look it up and didn't get an answer. Like, most people didn't even notice, which is probably why if it did matter, they would have taken it out. But, and then they, got better writers and a better plan and didn't make they just made one. Just, you're gonna be a Lasombra at the end. Now he knows he's left with no choice. I wouldn't entrust her with all the responsibilities that I have if she wasn't. Do you have the authority to do that? I feel like you just are sort of my babysitter, and the prince entrusted me with those. He exchanges glances with me, but his look is different than Samira's. It's as if he's trying to apologize to me. He's like, sorry, bruh, you probably gonna die. I wouldn't die. But, and I'm pretty confident I can make sure I could get the job done and protect the prince, but maybe not. Here we are, then. A recommendation from the Bono King Primogen and the sheriff. They're specialists in their fields, and I totally manipulated the situation in which, well, you would both just agree that this little pawn is perfect for the job. It's like, why kill the pawn? The pawn doesn't seem that valuable. It's like, oh no, it's just the first in a number of chess moves. To tell you the truth, I was just throwing out ideas, but with this backing, I doubt the Night Clan's representative will get the job. I was like, I can't doubt the Night Clan's representative will get the job done. I'm certain each of us feels the same, Mr. Payne. Just all you got played. I just kind of sit here like, well, I guess that's one of those situations where it's like, if you want to volunteer, take a step forward, everyone else takes a step back. Except for that it wasn't that, it was that he pulled me forward and they didn't stop it and maybe pushed. The atmosphere in the room mostly suggests people are glad they don't have to discuss the topic further. A shrug here, an averted gaze there. It is, as you say. I will watch the way she handles the situation with great interest. With your blindfolded self behind the guy who has, he's got like a little slit over one eye open. Great, that's great. Well then, Miss Sawinski, looks like you've got your chance for a big break. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh, yes, sir. I'll do my best for you, sir. Nobody asked me what I think. I'm gonna say I have conditions. Fuck it. What do I have to lose? What, are they gonna kill me? Big break doesn't mean much by itself. All I see is a big responsibility being placed on my shoulders. What do I stand to gain here, exactly? That's right. Stick up for yourself, girl. Even though I normally jump at the chance to be useful, I play it cool. I'm gonna pause here because I feel like I need to process it a bit. I think I made the right choice up to this point. It's like, no, fuck, like, yeah, I want to move up, but as a gamer, I see, if I hadn't played the other game, I wouldn't necessarily have taken the same position, but I know that guy is a piece of shit. I'd make his ass a meat toboggan and ride him down a hill in, like, Central Park just for fun, but I can't do that, so meat toboggan. Fuck that guy. But my character doesn't know that, but I do. But I can't change what's happening, so I can just try to influence it, I guess. I'll be back.